take our new Toce mid-pipe and our new clamp, and we're gonna loosen it up some. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to loosen this clamp here so that we can get it around the new mid-pipe, so we can start getting that new mid-pipe on. This is just a simple design. Nothing too special with this. One thing to remember is you want to make sure that you go with the flow of the motorcycle. When you go to put this clamp on, or this mid-pipe on. One thing I also would recommend is going ahead and just not putting the clamp on the slotted piece just yet, because it might cause you issues when you're trying to work the new mid-pipe on it. But just slide it down just above the notched piece. So again, just kind of, as you can see, I'm just working it down. You want to make sure to bottom the exhaust out all the way down to where it bottoms out and it's flush to as far down as it can go. And then just slide your new clamp on. You want to make sure that when you put your clamp on that the bolt doesn't hit anything. And this is just something that I picked up from watching some videos. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to just snug it on. I'm not going to clamp it all the way on, because I just want to keep some tension on there to keep the mid-pipe from moving around too much, but I still want just a little bit of maneuverability when I go to put my end piece on. So I'm actually not even going to tighten it down with the ratchet just yet. I'm going to just hand tighten it, so I still see you got plenty of maneuverability. Okay, so here again is our end piece for the Toce exhaust, the T-slash exhaust. These are our two hanger pieces, and then you have 4 big washers. You have 2 small washers. See our 4 big ones, 2 small ones, our 2 bolts. And then you have 2 lock nuts here. And if you can see them, I'm not sure if it will. Come on, zoom. You can see those little teeth on there. Those are to help it lock into place so they don't vibrate loose while you're riding the bike. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to take 1 big washer, 1 small washer per bolt. Put it through this hole and put it on the outside of this hanger here, and you're going to do that on both sides. and then that's what's going to hold this in place. And that way you can mount it into the bike or onto the bike. But once you get those on there, then we'll bring these over to the end piece over to the bike. We'll slip this over the new mid pipe that we just put on, and then we'll adjust the height of how we want to hang our bike or the exhaust on the bike, and then we'll start working on adjusting everything, snugging everything in, and then we'll take a look at it, see how everything looks. So yeah, let's go ahead and get you guys set back up so that you guys can check it out. Alright guys, so here we go. We got the hangers on. You can see they're a little bit loose. So we're gonna go ahead and work on getting this piece onto the mid pipe so that we can get this new exhaust mounted up in there. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to really finagle and wiggle it around until it bottoms out and it doesn't go anymore. So now we're going to get the 2 bolts that I said before we were going to reuse. And that's what we're going to use to mount to the actual adjustable side. So what you'll do is you'll slide it through and put a washer through and you lock it and you'll be good to go. Guys, started to get them tightened down. Oh yeah. Before you tighten that down, I guess you should probably tighten your again, I'm pulling down on this so that I can get as far away from there as I can. And then I'm going to tighten these adjuster screws right here. Snug them down real good on both sides. That's why I'm pushing down on the end piece here, so that I can get that distance that I want. All right. Now we can start to adjust this. We'll adjust this, or not adjust, but tighten these down here. Down one good time. Good thing I double checked that, huh? There we go. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the exhaust hanger springs on, and what that'll do is that'll keep the end piece from coming off of the mid pipe. There are special tools for that, but I don't have any, so we're just going to kind of work with it. Alright guys, so like I said, we've got these two, but I was also thinking about trying this guy, and my battery died once again. Ripped batteries, they just aren't the greatest right now, but I used this and I got one spring on, and then I realized my battery was dead. So got a semi-fresh battery in there, got one spring left, so we're going to try to get this other spring on here and see how this works. It is, these springs are pretty intense. But that's comforting though, because that means that this end piece is not going to go anywhere. It's got these bolts plus these springs. It ain't going nowhere. All right, got it. Sweet. Okay, so now our next step for this process is going to be tightening this guy down. If I remember correctly, I think it was this size. If you guys hear anything in the background, we have a visitor. We've got a furry visitor back over here. He's wandering around, checking out the scenes. It's my dog. Okay, so like I said, we want to make sure that this doesn't touch anything, which is still in place. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten our clamp down. Alright, and I snug it on there. It ain't gonna be crazy tight. Because it was a little bit of a hassle to get it on there. So if you just clamp this on there, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. Okay, gonna double check, make sure nothing's gonna hit. Alright, cool. We'll line all our holes back up here. Now what you will be putting back up is your passenger peg. Can't forget that. I was looking up and I saw a big hole by the reservoir. Alright, again, don't forget your hook. You got to make sure that you feed the, if this, my finger was the hose, you're going to put it in there like this. Because if you don't, then that hose might rub on something, and especially like this heat shield or something. And you want to make sure that it gets tucked in there nice and snug like and up out of the way. Same thing with this reservoir guard. You want to make sure it's in front of the reservoir so that, you know, your passenger's foot doesn't hang up on it and kick it or anything like that. Okay, so now we've got our cowl on. We're just putting the last finishing touches on these bolts here. What we're going to to do, just for namesakes, because we're probably going to be taking a lot of this stuff back off, we're not even going to snug it down. We're just going to put them on close, and then they're going to be coming back off shortly for the next part of the video. You guys won't be seeing it in this video, but you'll see it in our next one. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and put on the driver's seat. So that we can take it outside and record the sound clip of the new exhaust. Just make sure when you put your seat on that you get that hook in the front in the right position. Alright guys, this is a quick glance of what it looks like sitting here. We're going to take it outside in a little bit and we're going to test out the sound of the bike with the new Toce T/exhaust on. So I will catch you outside.